What's up, Matt? What's up, fellas? Just give me 1 minute. Nah, we're gonna do it tonight, but I'm just waiting for my boy to hop on. I got you, Brett. We're gonna do it. What's up, Colton? We're definitely gonna run the giveaway tonight. Somebody else just put it on their story. Let me get them in. Noah. I'm not sure if Noah's here. Make sure I spell this right. Noah Rod 805. Let me get Colton in there. Colton. All right, so guys, if you saw on the Instagram story how the giveaway is going to be ran, we are going to put your names on a wheel, and we have whoever wins, you'll have 4 items to pick from. If I could just find the other one where I put it. It's here somewhere. All right, so one will be the throwback Syndergaard bobblehead as Thor. One will be a custom painted ball. Let me take this out so you guys can see. Of Citi Field. This ball's actually really cool. There's that one. We have, give me 1 second. All right, here it is. What's up, Dom? We have the watch that is in the giveaway. And the last one is a John Franco signed ball. So that will be the 4 things that the winner can pick from. Every time the name will go on the wheel. Let me flip the camera so you guys can see. At the end of the show, we'll spin. If it hits your name, you have to be here, though, to pick which one you want, and then just DM your address, and we will send it to you. All right, Lou says he's ready, so the sign ball is John Franco. The sign ball is John Franco. I'll add you now, Matt. 427. Guys, also, you have to be following our account and Staten Sports Cards. He'll be here soon. Guys, get as many. Dom, just type giveaway in the chat. And I'll add you to the wheel. Got you, brother. Oh, it's about time. Guys, send this to all your Met fans' friends. Get them in here. Got you, Adam. Send this to all the Mets fans you know, guys. I already got you, Dom. You're on there already. So, guys, don't forget. We'll be on for probably about 40, 45 minutes, give or take. Don't forget, if if you land on the wheel and you're not here to let us know what you want,
Oh,
we will
Vin,
re-spin the wheel.
hold on.
I got you, Sin. Okay. Guys, we're gonna try to do this once a week. The more we could gain followers and gain traction, the better and bigger the giveaways we will run. I'm not sure, Adam. So we got some topics that we're gonna discuss. I know Lou wrote down some stuff.
Yep, yep, yep.
So when we're done with that, we'll run it. Um, Noah, you're already on. What's up, Walker? So Lou, I was just showing them we have the watch,
Yep.
the John Franco signed ball,
Very nice.
the throwback Syndergaard as Thor
That was a
bobblehead.
clay. That was a long line in the hot sun.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God. And the custom painted signed City Field
That's
ball.
dope.
So these are the four things that you guys will be able to pick from. This ball is actually really cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
So
With
those
the,
will be the four things. As long as they're here and claim what they want, they just have to DM us their address and we'll get it shipped out to them.
sounds good.
Michael P4. All right, so Mike's in. Like I said, guys, follow both accounts and just be here when your name gets called. That's it. No, we're not doing it now, Brady. We're going to talk about some stuff that Lou had written down about the offseason and stuff like that. What's up, Israel? All right, you love that ball. What, this one?
That ball's fat.
I don't even know where I got that. I think I got that at City Field.
You know what I like about it? It has the old. It has the Pepsi corner on it. I mean the Coke. What is it? The Pepsi porch
Does it?
on it, or the Coke corners on it?
Oh, it has the Pepsi.
Yeah, yeah. The Pepsi porch is on it. That's cool.
So it's cool. If you go this way on the laces, it's the stadium, and then if you turn it and go this way, it's the outside of the stadium.
That's dope.
The Thor bobblehead, yeah, we have that also. Let me get Sarah in here, Bradley. So, guys, we're going to try to do this once a week. Make sure you follow both accounts. Send the live out there. Get more people in here, especially during the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be
We're expecting the
crazy.
season, obviously, to be wild. I don't know, Lou. What do you want to? I know you wrote down some stuff. I don't know what you want to start off with.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff. I have a couple topics for tonight written down. Like Vinny said, thank you for being here. We want just a little giveaway to say thank you to everybody who jumps in. Please share it with your friends and family. We're one big happy Mets family, and we want to continue to grow as the year goes on. Make sure you follow both accounts, my account and Vinny's accounts, Shea Less, and we'll continue to do giveaways like this throughout the season. And as we build the maybe the giveaways will get bigger as the season goes on. Maybe like All-Star Weekend, we'll give a bigger one and stuff like that throughout the season. So we're looking forward to it. And like I said, thank you for being here. And yeah, so let's get started.
What's up, Rumors? What's up, Chris?
So Vin, what is everybody doing? They're just commenting in the live, and
All they have
then
to do is type giveaway for the giveaway.
yeah,
All they have to do is write giveaway in the chat.
okay,
Follow both accounts, and when we spin the wheel, they just have to be present to claim
claim the
their
price.
gift. If they're not present, we'll give them a few minutes, and if not, we'll respin it
Awesome, I
for
love
another
it.
winner.
Very cool.
So, what do you want to start with? I know you wrote some stuff. Let me get Adriel in there. If I'm typing, I'll still
Yeah,
listen to you. I got you on
yeah.
the.
So pitches and catches did report. Very exciting. Super Bowl is over.
Thank
Wasn't
God.
the best football. Yeah, it wasn't the best football season for both of us. You being a Niners fan, me being a miserable Jets fan. But spring training has officially started with pitches and catches, and a lot of bold statements have been made by the Mets. Day one and day two, and it's interesting to see coming out of the gate here that the guys you can tell they're pumped up. You can tell
Yeah,
that they're ready to go, and they're excited to be there. And I think you can see that by how many guys are there already. On day one of pitches and catches, where these guys don't have to be there yet. A lot of the guys are there, so that's a good sign to see.
I know
So
Alvarez is all juiced up.
yeah, well that's exactly the first name I'm so the first topic we're going to talk about is Francisco and the comments that he made, opening up his pitches and catching season. He said that when asked about the lineup, he said that we have the best lineup in baseball. It's kind of a very bold statement to put out there, and I think I agree with him. I mean, obviously competing with the Dodgers, but with the high upsides of guys like Frankie Alvarez and Vientos repeating what he did last year, then who knows what we get from a guy like a Mauricio or a
Yeah,
Cunha, or so the upside is there. Plus having Pete back at the four spot, and we all know Soto. It's a very, very, very strong lineup from top to bottom.
I'm also as much shit as we give him.
Yeah,
I am expecting a bounce back year from Nimmo,
yeah,
especially with if he is batting fifth.
hmm
You look at the top four with Lindor, Soto, Vientos, Pete, whatever order they go with. He's going to be hitting with guys on base a lot.
100%.
So if he could I don't even think he has to do anything crazy. If he just cuts down the strikeouts, I think Nimmo could have a very good season. I think he could be like the almost like that linchpin in the middle of the
Yeah,
lineup that could connect the top to the bottom.
yeah,
Where if Nimmo gets back to what he was a few years ago, just putting the bat on the ball and being a tough out,
right.
it makes them a really deep lineup. As far as the best lineup in baseball, like Alvarez said,
Yeah, I mean the upside is there, but the Dodgers are just
the upside's there. But
yeah.
I will say, like, if Vientos does it again
Mhm.
and Alvarez takes the step that we expect, I
Right.
think the only one is the Dodgers.
Yeah, I agree. I
So I
mean,
kind of do agree with Alvarez. They have the potential to be the best in baseball.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. Um, do you think that at this moment in time we're done? This is it. This is opening day roster,
Uh,
barring
um,
injuries in spring training.
I think position player wise, this is going to be what we have. I think Iglesias is gone.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the position players that are on the roster right now, I think that's what they're going to go into the spring with. The only thing that I think will change is, like you said, maybe does Acuna make the opening day roster? Is McNeil going to be here? I know they mentioned about his versatility and everything,
Yeah,
but he has the potential to, in my opinion, if he didn't, I don't know how he didn't do it already, play himself off the team
right.
because he brings, in my opinion, with the young kids and what they have already, he doesn't bring much.
No.
If he's not going to be his batting title guy and
hmm
base hit
I
people to death, he doesn't bring a lot to the team.
I think those years are long gone.
I think so too.
hmm and it's interesting that I think the signing of Magical kind of shows you
Yeah,
that excuse me, I'm sorry, that bringing in a guy like Magical, um, who has starting experiences, in the infield, shows you what they really want from McNeil. Now, do I think they're going to give him an opportunity to play to show what he has? Absolutely. Like we need him to be good if we're going to get anything formidable back for him. So we'll see. We'll see what McNeil does. He can't be worse than what he was last year.
that's true.
So, hopefully he gets off to a hot start. There's zero pressure on him to perform. We have a lot of other guys that are going to be able to produce for us at the top of that lineup. So if he's in the lower half of the lineup and he can just be himself, and show something, maybe we get something back for him. But he has a lot to prove after the last couple of years.
Yeah, because especially like you look at the stuff that's going on in the clubhouse with the fighting with Lindor, and I feel like with the way the vibes were last year, and we expect it to continue into this year, him with we talk about it all the time with the slamming of the helmet and all
hmm
that nonsense. And last year, once they started Iglesias, I know we mentioned it at the time.
hmm
I've never seen Lindor on the Mets. Stupid things like when they would turn a double
Yeah.
play, the way he would interact with Iglesias was completely different than the way he would ever interact with
Well,
Jeff McNeil.
well, that relationship is very important. The second base shortstop relationship. If you don't have a bond there, if you don't have a communication between second and short, it could go terrible.
Yeah,
Um, so obviously he felt a lot more comfortable with Jose at second, and it showed. It showed from day one. And like you said, it made a difference. Not only did that make a difference, obviously him becoming more comfortable hitting first and hitting leadoff, obviously translated to his play on the field, which is never a question, but you could see it. He was more animated in the field than he was, before when McJeff was there.
yeah, and I think like going forward in the future, I would love to see that with Lindor and Acuna.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's going to be long term. I think that's what the plan is long term. I mean, I hope so anyway. I think Acuna could have a very high ceiling. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Jeff. But I think Jeff gets every opportunity out of the gate to, in spring training. I mean, I don't know about opening day yet, but in spring training, he's gonna have every opportunity to play.
So, guys, real quick before we go to the next topic, I see some names in here that aren't on the giveaway.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
you
Go
have
ahead.
to do, guys, type giveaway in the chat.
That's it.
Send the live to people you know. We have 4 items being given away tonight. It's going to be your choice if you win. The watch, the John Franco signed ball, the Citi Field custom painted ball, and the throwback Syndergaard as Thor bobblehead.
I think that's the big one, Vin. I think the Thor bobblehead. I think that kind of goes crazy. That if you remember what the lines were like for that thing.
Oh my God!
The lines
that was
were.
the day Vinny Clouds was
That's
born.
it. That was crazy.
Sin, you're already in it. Right now we have 13 entries. Man, no shot, Mike.
Okay, so are we good, Vin?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
All right. So moving on. Our next topic. Carlos Mendoza had his first presser today from Port St. Lucie. Interesting to hear him speak right off the bat. He couldn't officially make comments about Pete Alonso yet because nothing is official. But he did make a couple comments about Lindor. He did go out and say that Lindor will remain in the leadoff spot. So that's great to hear. I think I think nobody questioned it going into the season, but I guess just to clear up the air, for reporters and everybody, he will be leading off. So thoughts on Lindor staying in the one spot?
They have to.
Yeah.
There's no other option because I think now, especially, I see a lot of people with like Lindor, Vientos, Soto. I think it's got to be Lindor, Soto, and then you start the lineup after that. I don't think there's any way, especially going into opening day, your 1 and 2 is not Lindor and Soto.
I agree. No, it has to be Lindor and Soto.
It has to. Lindor finished second in the MVP last year. And I think with somebody like Soto hitting behind him, now's the time we could really see Lindor go to he's obviously on that superstar level, especially as a shortstop, but we could really see him be elevated even more to that.
The amount of pitches he's going to get in the zone leading off the game, it's going to be insane knowing that Soto's behind him. He's going to be able to manage.
Lucas in there. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. I'm not with the whole let's experiment. Let's put Nimmo in the top 4. Your top 4 should be written in Sharpie, and the only way it changes is if one of them gets hurt.
Or Vladdy gets straight into the Mets.
That's a dream. Lindor, Soto, Vientos, Alonso. I think that
should be it.
Outside the Dodgers, that's the best top 4 in baseball, and you don't mess with that.
Is it the best top 4 in baseball?
Maybe outside the Dodgers. I think that's it.
Dodgers, yeah.
Because, I mean, you look at Betts, Ohtani, Freeman. You could put me at 4, and those 3 alone are insane.
Yeah, no, I agree. Lindor has to be the leadoff hitter. We've seen what Nimmo brings as a leadoff hitter. Yes, his on-base percentage was high. Keyword is was. He started to tail off as time went on with him in the leadoff spot. But it's Lindor's spot. I mean, the guy completely changed, his style of play once taking over the leadoff spot. And I think he'll be there as long as he has the legs to be there. Long term. I mean, I think, long term, I think he'll be the leadoff hitter for the next couple of years. And there's no questioning that he can do that. Did he steal 25 last year?
Yeah, he was just short of
30-30,
30-30.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
he did it the year before.
right, right. So I definitely think that he stays the leadoff hitter, and like I said, the amount of pitches in the zone that he's gonna get, with Soto behind him, I think we're gonna see another level from Lindor this year.
He stole 29.
29.
The,
So you just missed
the
it.
year before he was 31-31. Last year he was 33-29.
I mean, he's a stud. He's him.
Major threats in our
The
division this season. Yeah, I to be honest
Braves.
with you, as much as I'm looking forward to the season and I love the Mets and we're hyped about the season. I think we finish in second if everything goes right in Atlanta. Because
Right.
let's not forget they got Strider and
Acuna.
coming off monster injuries.
And they already said they're missing time though. They said that Acuna might not be back till the end of April.
That's huge.
Yeah. But like you said, if all healthy, the Braves are a very good
They
team.
are.
Yeah.
And somehow they'll bring up another kid that's a star.
Yeah.
But I
But
think
watch out for those Marlins.
Year, yeah, I'm scared. They spent 13 cents this offseason.
Maybe. Vin, do you want to add a couple more people to the wheel that have been dropping in?
I added Lucas and I added Azriel. Guys, if you just joined, all you have to do is type giveaway in the chat, and you will be added to the giveaway for a chance to win.
Giveaway down below, guys.
All you got to do is just be here when we spin the wheel.
Make sure
Mike still didn't type giveaway, so I didn't add him to the wheel.
No shot he gets added to the wheel. No shot. Make sure you follow Shea, Vinny's account.
Yes,
Vin, are you on the bottom or you're on the top? I don't know where you are.
I'm on top.
Okay, good. Yeah. Same. Okay. Penta legend.
Noah, you're on. Sin, you're on.
James on there, lurking on there.
James on there.
Did I win? Get Noah on there.
Marcos. I got you in there, James.
So what's the total count up to so far?
We got 17 in the giveaway right now.
17 in the giveaway. Clap it up for the 17
in the giveaway. Cero.
Nieto.
I can't spell real good. What's up, Evan? Guys, we got 17 on the wheel right now.
Guys,
so
make sure you follow both accounts. We'll be here all year. Mikey Baerga might be jumping in every now and then to give his hot takes about the Mets throughout the season. James will jump in, obviously. Then our boy Brady Met News will be here as well. But me and Vinny will be here once a week from now to the end of the season. Hopefully we're celebrating popping a bottle of champagne at the end of the World Series.
I got a bottle of Dom sitting on the shelf that I'm waiting to pop.
It's crazy how many of these guys are down in spring trading. I was just taking a couple of notes that we're going to talk about today. And Senga already made a statement. Senga had a little interview today, and it's good to hear from him because we haven't heard from him really since the end of the playoffs. And he came out and said that he's good to go. He's 100%. He's fully healthy. He said, which was interesting to hear, that at the end of the season when he pitched in the playoffs, that he was good enough to go, but he wasn't fully himself.
Well, we kind of figured that.
Right. So, it's going to be good to see what he has this spring and how comfortable he looks, back on the hill. But he says he's ready to go. So what are your expectations for Senga this year, Vin? Like, what's your ceiling? What's your floor? Healthy. Yeah, Senga, ready to go.
I have no reason to believe that he can't be as dominant as he was 2 years ago because coming back for the playoffs, it was kind of like rushed a little bit, in my opinion. But when he had the time and he healed up, we saw his first game back.
Right.
He was absolutely dominant until he decided to step off the mound and mess up his calf. But I don't see any reason Senga can't be dominant, be that top of the rotation guy. So I have very high expectations for him because we've seen it.
Yeah.
And we've seen it like on a consistent basis throughout his rookie year where he absolutely dominated. Hello from Prescott. What's up, AI? Yeah, so my expectations for Senga is be that top of the rotation, be the one until possibly we trade for a 1,
Right.
and then be a dominant 2,
Yeah,
because there's no reason he can't be.
I agree. I agree. And like I said, obviously the main question for Senga is going to be his
Right.
health. Um, we saw what that Ghost for can do to teams, and he's dominant. When he's on, he's dominant. And um, it's been interesting to see how that international market continues to play out, and sort of that pipeline that the Dodgers and the West
Yeah.
Coast teams are starting to form with the international market. But he decided to come here. He decided to take that chance with the Mets and come to Queens, and it was a success year one, followed by injury. So let's see if he's able to stay healthy for throughout the season. Obviously, it helps that we have the depth to go to a 6-man rotation, which benefits him. So yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see, can he be that dominant guy to really support whoever the future number one is going to be for
What'd
the
you
next
think
couple of
of his
years.
comments about giving advice to the Mets on recruiting from Japan? Build a roof.
What happened?
You didn't see that?
No.
He gave the Mets advice on how to recruit guys from Japan, and he told them to build a roof on City Field.
Listen, most stadiums, most of the stadiums in Japan are domes. I mean, if anybody has the money to do it, it's Steve
Yeah,
Cohen. You
opening
know,
day starter. If he's healthy, it's got to be Senga, in my opinion.
uh,
As much as I
I
love
think
Minaya,
I think Minaya
I
gets the ball.
I think I would go Senga. I
Yeah.
think only because he's listen. I know Minaya is a fan favorite, and I love him. He was unbelievable for us last year.
Well, I just
But
think the way
Senga,
he
I think,
pitched
is the
in
guy
the
that's been
playoffs.
here.
But I think the way he pitched in the playoffs gave him that.
Minaya should start on opening day. I
Yeah.
won't be mad. I won't be mad about it. But I think if Senga is healthy, I just think that Senga has the possibility to be more dominant.
Yeah.
And like I said, Senga's been here, so I think I would give it to him just because of his seniority on the
Right.
team. But either way, I won't be
Yeah.
mad.
I mean, I think the conversation about roofs and on stadiums and dome, maybe not old school domes like Tropicana or the old Astrodome, but a retractable. I mean, you can one, it makes the stadium a facility that Steve Coleman can use all year long to
Right,
book different events. Two, it eliminates rain out games. I mean, look at us. We travel almost. We live on Staten Island, and we travel almost an hour, sometimes 2 hours to get to the game to get rained out. Like
right.
it eliminates rainouts. I think it would be a pro. Listen, he's building up the community around the stadium. You know, if that finishes, like if he finishes everything that he wants to do with the soccer stadium and the casino and the shopping mall, why not put a roof on the back end of those plans?
It'd be great, especially because of we've been there in the playoffs and how loud that stadium could get. Now you
Right?
amplify that in the playoffs, being inside.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
it'd be incredible.
It'll be interesting to see what City Field will look like with a roof. Like
Yeah.
I can't picture a City Field just over the stadium because they wouldn't change the structure of the stadium. It would be like a retract. It would just be a retractable roof that goes back and forth.
Well, you could also
So
do like Houston has. I believe it's Houston, right? They have in left field. It's kind of like open, even
yeah,
when the roof is closed.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they could
The
do
glass
that.
opens.
They could build it up
Yeah.
and then put the roof on that. It'd be interesting. There's definitely options.
And what's the one stadium that literally has like it looks like the roof sits on like a driveway, literally, and then it just goes back and forth. Is it Seattle?
It might be. Yeah, I think Seattle does have that.
Seattle? Yeah, it's one of those stadiums. It just but the architects today, Cohen said he won't do it. It's too expensive. All
I
right, if
I
I don't
mean,
know,
he
I don't know
says
if
that
that
now. Who knows?
right.
Maybe the future, like you said, once all that stuff is done around City Field,
Yeah, that's a long.
maybe
Obviously, that
he
would be a
does it.
long-term change. But where we going? We're not going nowhere.
The thing is, like, that's interesting about that is because when it first got brought up, my thought was, how the hell are they doing that in New York? It'd have to be in the winter months
Yeah,
before opening day. They really have to move for
yeah.
like the first 3 months after the season.
Unless if they do like they did back in the day, and I know we don't want to hear it, but you start a season at Yankee Stadium. I I know, but it's happened. It's not like it hasn't happened before.
Tell Uncle Stevie I'll pitch it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll donate $5.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Okay. All right, so Vin, you want to give another shout out to anybody who wants to join the
Yeah.
giveaway?
So, guys, listen, we're running a giveaway tonight. All you have to do is type giveaway in the chat. You will have a choice between 4 options if you win. You'll have the watch, the Mets watch. You'll have the John Franco signed ball. You see what he said? Are you good? The City
Who?
Field custom painted ball, uh, Sinropa, and the throwback Syndergaard bobblehead. The only rule on the giveaway, guys, is you must be here when your name is called. If you're not, we will go to the next name.
Yep.
It's very
Respin the wheel.
simple.
Yep.
Very simple to get in, and it's very simple to win and claim your prize.
Are we good?
Yep.
All right. So, moving on. So we talked about that. Probably the biggest news that from today, just from the press conference, was the address of the bullpen and Budo starting the year in the bullpen and McGill stretching out McGill to be a starter. That's a little surprising to me. I know McGill obviously has a history of starting. I think Budo really wanted to be a starter. I think that was kind of his goal. But apparently the plan's the opposite. You know, they would like his arm coming out of the pen as that long relief spot. So what do you think? Do you think McGill has a chance to crack that top 6 to be a starter?
Listen, we've been very hard on McGill, but I will give him credit for last year. He did seem to turn a corner with like a lot of these guys. It kind of almost made no sense how last year in the second half, all of them were pitching good.
Yeah.
McGill, Peterson, Minaya, Quintana, every single one of them in that second half really like every day was giving us a chance to win. I think being stretched out to be a starter isn't a bad thing for him because I feel like Budo and McGill are very interchangeable.
Right.
You could start one in a spot start, you could put one in the bullpen, and they've both done it. I know guys would rather be the starter, but in today's game, the way guys go down or the way they need rest, you can really get spot starts, and if you have a chance to grab that spot, not let it
Another
go. I
giveaway, Vin.
got you, Jane.
So what do we think, real quick? So what do you think your starting 5 would be? Does that include Tyler, or
Right
does it exclude
now,
him right now?
right now, my starting 5 is Senga, Minaya, Montas, Peterson, and I guess Clay Holmes because
Collins
they
has,
signed him to be
yeah,
a starter.
yeah. So that would be a 5, and then so 6 would be McGill
Yeah,
partnered with if one of the rookies come up, later in the season,
or they make a
or they
trade.
make a trade. Well, that goes back to my question. Are we finished yet? And I don't put anything past Stearns. I know he works in the silence, and I
Yeah,
know when being in the big city, we don't like that, but I think that's how an organization should be run. I know we don't like it because we don't know what's going on. But when you have the media on you every day, I think that's how organizations should handle it. You don't have to put everything. Not everything has to be a news report. So, are we finished? Who knows? Who knows what Stearns has up his sleeve? And
Joe
I,
said he's Canning
oh,
6.
we forgot about Griffin
I think
Canning. I
I
mean,
think he'll get the shot in spring to compete for it.
yeah.
Um, I just don't know about him.
Who did we speak about? We traded for somebody. Oh no, that was I think that was Magical that had the AAA option.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if Canning is good, then it's great for us. If not, then it's a low risk. You dump him or throw him in the bullpen, or
Or starting?
but I'm
Yeah,
not really putting too much stock into
no, me
Canning.
either. I mean, if I had to choose between McGill or Canning, I'll go McGill.
Wake up, David. Stearns is sleeping. Listen, Stearns has been everything we could have hoped for so far.
Yeah, and like I said, we know he likes to operate, quietly and kind of keep things behind closed doors. Not to reference the team that I, couldn't stand my whole life, but it's the quote unquote Patriot way.
Yeah,
Like you never knew what was going on with the Patriots, but it worked.
yeah.
Belichick never said anything at his presses, and that's we're starting to see that a little bit from Stearns. Um, Cohen, on the other hand, he's
Yeah.
very on. He's very open with us, which is great to see from an owner. So I think they what's the word I'm looking for? Complement each other very well.
Right.
Stearns and Cohen. I think they have a great working relationship in terms of like we talked about this all the time. When we signed Soto, like that was Cohen saying, "Let me get my guy,
Right.
and then the rest of the offseason's yours."
Yeah, and I feel like the top organizations, the Mets finally have that where you look at Cohen, Stearns, and Mendoza, and the
Mhm.
way they all mesh together. I mean,
Yeah,
look recently in football. I forgot the Eagles name, the Eagles owner's name, but I think is it Jeff Lurie? I don't know why that name just popped in my head. But
your
you
brother
look at
would
like
know.
him, Howie Roseman, and what's his name over there? Sirianni.
Right.
You have that trio of like even back in the day with Steinbrenner, Cashman, and Torrey.
Yeah.
You look at when you have that and you have it for a good amount of years and they all work together, that goes a long way
Right.
with organizations and top organizations.
Yeah. I mean, it brings stability to the front office, and
Yeah,
we haven't had that for a long time.
it's nice to have it because we said this last year when we hired Stearns, we said give it time. Last year was supposed to be the transition year, and they ended up doing what they were doing, which was crazy.
Right.
But you look at Cohen's money, Stern's baseball mind, and I fell in love with Mendoza.
Yeah.
It's a really dangerous
Yeah.
trio.
Yeah, no, it really is, and he's a player coach, but at the same time, he knows when he has to, pull the reins in a little bit
Yeah,
and get the locker room back to where it needs to be. We see that with all these guys having a great time on the field and celebrating, but when it's business, and I think the players respect that line that he draws, between the manager's office and the locker room. So, I'm very happy with Mendoza as a first year manager. I mean, how can you not be?
yeah. I mean, and he had. I don't know if it was him or wherever it came from, but like you said before, just to have it like the wherewithal to switch Lindor to that leadoff spot.
Yeah.
You we've been begging for it, and he did it, and it worked. Lou muted his mic. So, guys, while Lou is muted, we'll mention the giveaway one more time. All you have to do if you're not in is type giveaway in the chat. That's it. You'll be in. I don't know if Lou's still
Sorry.
muted.
No,
Oh, you're
I'm
back.
good. My
Okay.
bad. My bad. Um, yeah. So we got a couple of people in the live. Like Vinny said, please follow both accounts. Um, we're definitely going to be doing this, weekly from now to the end of the season. Me and Vin always wanted to start something up and get it going. And we thought Instagram was the best way to, make it to personalize it and connect with you guys easier. And then hopefully, as time goes on, we'll be able to expand to different platforms. But like I said, thank you for stopping by. And Vin, just two more things I want to speak
Okay.
about. Uh, where do you want to go here? Let's go New Jerseys. We have New Jerseys this year. Interesting. Sort of a throwback to the '87 gray, the '87 road gray jerseys. But all blue jerseys. Me and you like the old blue jerseys that we had with the New York across the chest. I am a fan of the pullover jersey. Boom or bust. Do you like the new blue jerseys?
I originally, when I saw the pictures of it, I didn't like it. I thought it was, I honestly thought it was hideous.
Ask the
And
chat. Boom.
then,
Let's get a boom or bust in the chat. Do you guys like the new
can
jerseys?
we put
Yes
up
or
a
no?
poll?
I don't know. I Can you do polls on Instagram? Like live polls on Instagram?
I don't think so. That'd be cool. They got to add that.
Yeah, they do.
So I saw I forgot who it was wearing it,
Was it Lindor?
and well, no, Lindor was the first one at the Amazing Day, and then they had a picture at Port St. Lucie today with somebody wearing it.
Yeah.
I think it was the kid that you like, the
Noah?
prospect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
I think when they have it on and on the field, I think it looks really good.
Yeah, they went with the road gray pants, which I liked, so
Yeah.
that it complements each other. So, yeah, no, I think it's I think it's definitely a boom. Adam says bust. Tong, we'll get to the prospects in a couple minutes. But yeah, I like the jerseys. I saw a couple other ones floated around. I don't know if they were just mock-ups that people put out on Instagram, but I saw there was a white one. It was like the same jersey but white instead of the blue, and it looked really sharp. So I don't know if they're gonna bring those out at all. But yeah, Noah Tong. We'll talk about him in a little bit. But he's gonna be a stud. The pants bring it together. No, they do. They do. So consensus, I think by the chat we have a couple busts, but I think everybody gives it a big boom
Yeah,
according to
I think
the
for
boom
the
meter.
most part, people like it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Are you getting one?
I probably won't get one.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the City Connects last year. I wasn't a fan of the dark gray with the purple. I'm just a traditionalist. I like the blue and orange. But I don't know. I'll have to see it in person. I still don't know what the material is like, but we'll see on opening day when we're there. And then let's wrap it up, Vin. Spring training is here, obviously, and with spring,
Finally.
finally, with spring, Lou isn't allowed to buy jerseys. Okay, okay, fine. Why don't you put it? Never mind. Uh, with spring training being here, we know the starters usually get the first 2 to 3 innings to open the first couple of weeks of game action. What are some of the? Give me 2 prospects that you're looking forward to watching. Out of the gate. Once the
Oh,
starters come out.
you want pictures or you want?
Either or.
I think getting the taste of what Acuna could be last year
Yeah,
has me like I'm dying to see this kid play.
yeah,
I really am because I think obviously it's tied to his brother also to
hmm
see what his brother is, and if we could just get half of
yeah,
that from Acuna
yeah,
and being around the veterans like Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Vientos, who's done it now, I think somebody like Acuna really benefits from that. So I'm
yeah,
really excited to see him play, and I can't wait to see Sproat. We've
yeah.
heard about him for like I feel like a year and a half about now,
hmm
and like I'm really excited to see him. He's got a big fastball, and last year a few times on Instagram we'd see he has big strikeout games. So I think those two more than anyone. We saw Jet Williams play in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
We saw Gilbert
Cliff.
Clifford.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited for those two, right? Acuna and Sproat are the two guys that I'm really excited for.
yeah, and those are guys, on the top of the list, right? Those are, in our top 30. Those 2 guys obviously come on the upper echelon of the farm system. I like a couple of the younger kids that we're definitely gonna have a chance to see. Um, but people mentioned him in the chat, and I know he's starting to gain a lot of popularity within the system. This kid Noah Tong has nasty stuff. I mean, when watching the top 100 prospects, on MLB Network, I didn't know this, but they were mentioning that he was the highest. He was the number 1 player who grew, like the rating grew from last year to this year out of all pitchers in the minor leagues. He just has A+ stuff. He's not that big in stature, but I kind of did my own comp. I made a reel about it. His windup looks just like Tim Lincecum. And I'm not saying that he's going to be Tim Lincecum,
It'd be
but
nice.
yeah, but just his size, his finish to the plate, he does look like Lincecum. And but yeah, I'm excited to see what Tong has. Is he going to be here long term? That's a question. His name has already been thrown around in trade rumors. Coming into spring. But the Mets believe in him. Like I said, he is in that top half of the prospects now. But I hope he's able to pan out. Vin, believe it or not, I don't know if you. I think we were at his first game in Brooklyn. We didn't know him at the time.
Really?
Yeah, but he had. I think he had 8 or 9 strikeouts that day we were there, and I think it was the first game we were there.
That was
When
the
we met,
Jet game?
that was the Jet game. I think that was his first night in Brooklyn. Going back and watching the highlights from that game, I think that was the game we were at. So I like him a lot, and I know James, our boy James, is in the chat. One of the prospects that are a couple of years away from now, but very high upside at the shortstop position. Um, Jeremy Rodriguez looks
Yeah.
very good as well. He's a young ton of his A+ bat. His bat to ball skills are unbelievable, and he's known for his glove. So Those are two guys I'm looking to see play. And like you said, spring training, after the second inning, the games kind of get really boring. So at least our farm system has a lot of good young players in it now. So maybe the spring training games we could keep on past 7:25.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and I'm actually excited to go to Brooklyn this year and see Jesus Baez.
that's my guy. Yeah,
It's fun because, like we said, with the stability in the organization now, I know obviously we live in New York, so we get it from the Yankee fans about Soto. He just picked the money, blah, blah, blah. But I do think there is some truth to what he said about within the organization about being able to have that sustained success with the prospects that are
yeah,
coming up, because the more we hear about it and the more we see these kids, it's it's right in front of our face.
yeah.
We have Alvarez and we have Vientos
Vientos.
right now at the major league level,
Yeah,
who, like, in my opinion, last year, and this has nothing to do with being biased, because obviously with certain positions we are biased, BMF fans, I think all fan bases are. I think the only third baseman better than Vientos just based on last year, was Jose
yeah,
Ramirez. Don't we watch the MLB Network. Don't give me Matt
yeah.
Chapman. Don't give me, like, come on. This kid Vientos, outside of Jose Ramirez, in my opinion, there was nobody better
And I think
at that position than him.
I think his playoff performance puts him above
Yeah,
those guys anyway. What he did, we talked about it in the chat the other night. What he did in the playoffs as a rookie was
it was
unbelievable.
unreal.
Yeah,
And we have no reason to believe that he's going to take a monster step back
no,
like
some
Alvarez. But I think, you know, Alvarez last year, and he mentioned this in his press conference. We knew it. They just didn't say. His thumb was bothering him all year.
yeah.
It's on his catching hand,
Mhm.
so you're constantly getting that ball in the catcher's
It
mitt.
looks like
You
he's
never give it a
slim.
chance to heal.
It looks like he's slimmed down a bit too
Yeah,
this offseason, just from seeing all the videos he posts throughout the offseason, which I think could benefit him. Just the day-to-day grind behind the plate. Um, but yeah, listen, I mean, catching every day would hurt with a bruised hand.
right.
Obviously you don't give it the adequate time to heal and get better. So I think, like you said, is he due for a monster season? That's kind of hard to predict from the catching position. But will he be better? I don't
From that
see how it can.
position, I'll sign right now for Alvarez to give us 20 to 25 home runs.
Yeah,
And, we heard it from Scherzer, which we never thought we would hear, because we heard how many people ripped his
yeah,
defense. But Scherzer was the first one to say how much these pitchers love throwing
and
to him.
Verlander.
And Verlander.
Yeah,
And that's big from guys like that.
yeah. Those are two Hall of Famers that are giving you the nod to go every day behind the
Right.
plate. They could have easily went with the backup catcher just because they didn't want to deal with the young kid, and that gave him a boost of confidence that first year too. So, it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back. Getting into the season, right?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to go I thought you were going to go to the next thing. No, listen, I love Alvarez.
Yeah, well, I think we all
We
do.
we
I
haven't
mean,
had we
he's hard
haven't
not
had a
to.
guy behind the plate since since I'll say LaDuca, but that was a short time.
Yeah, the catcher
And
position. We went through some names at the catching
Robert
position:
Barajas,
Barajas,
Hank White.
Omia Santos,
Yeah, but
Brian Schneider,
it's nice to
James McCann. Like, there's been some real names.
it's nice to have, like, that stability. And you look at the way the team is right now,
Mm,
one or two more pieces maybe, in the future, because you have hope. We're hoping Alvarez is the catcher of the future for a long
right.
time. You got Vientos, you got Lindor. You're
Yep.
gonna have second base. We're hoping either one of Acuna or
Yeah.
Mauricio. You have Jet, who could play there. You got Nimmo still locked up in left field, and now you have Soto in right field.
Yeah.
So there's not many positions to fill outside of center field, and
And
next off season, I'm expecting to have to fill first base again.
organizationally, I was listening to the Mets pod. I listen to it all the time driving to work, and they were saying how our organization, since Cohen has taken over, they really don't draft. We haven't been drafting kind of the best player at each position, but they want to shore up the middle of the field. So
What you have to do.
right? Draft guys that are really talented up the middle, center field, short, second, and catcher. And then if they can't pan out in center field, the corner is always available for them. Josh
Right.
Tolley, that was rough.
Caught Johan's no hitter.
He did. Still rough though. Still rough. So Vin, it's 8:01. Do you want to wrap this up for tonight? Call it a night. We gave it the first hour. How we're looking at the giveaway? You want to give another chance for people to jump in?
We have 19 people on the wheel and 13 in the live. So there's a chance that the first spin does not go to somebody that's here.
All right. And if Mike Baerga gets it, no shot. We ship it.
Shot or Brady.
Or Brady. That's right.
So guys, if you're in here and you haven't entered the giveaway, we'll give it. We'll run it at 8:05.
8:05.
8:02. So there's going to be 4 options to win. All you have to do is type giveaway in the chat. The person who the wheel lands on will have a choice. You can have the watch, the John Franco signed ball, the custom painted City Field ball.
That thing is fat. I would choose that.
And we have the Syndergaard throwback Thor bobblehead.
That thing is serious.
Sorry, I'm late. Mike. All right, I guess we're putting Mike on the wheel.
Mike's on the wheel?
Mike's on.
So
we'll give it another 2 minutes.
Yeah,
then, we'll run it.
While we have a couple minutes before we run it, just a quick shout out to everybody. Shea Les, Vinny's page is almost at 5,000 followers, so thank you guys for following Vin's page. I know Vin created the group chat with over, how many people in the group chat now? 200?
Yeah, there's over 200.
Over 200 people, so shout out to Shea Les. Make sure you follow his page. Follow my page, Satin Sports Cards, if you have any questions or need any information about the sports card hobby, you can hit me up. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But look forward to the weekly show, guys. I don't know exactly what day we're going to plan it. I think Tuesday is kind of a good day to do, Vin.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times during the season, we're off on a Monday night. So Tuesday, like before the first pitch, which would be cool. We could wrap up what happened the week before, and then we can look ahead to the week coming. So I think Tuesday night would be a good night to kind of run the show.
Guys, also, if you haven't yet, please, we are trying to expand.
Yes.
Off of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the page SheaLess24, it's in the bio, the link for YouTube. We're trying to start to go live on YouTube. All you have to do is click the YouTube link, click subscribe, follow. It's free. We want to start going live on YouTube. It's I feel like it's much more interactive, and we can upload our shows right onto YouTube. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments. We can address it on the next time we record. It's free to do. All you have to do is go to the Shea Les bio, and all you have to do is click follow and subscribe. That's it. We need 50 subscribers to be able to go live on YouTube. I think it's the first day or so because we started it late on Sunday, and it was the Super Bowl, whatever, we have 13 subscribers right now. We need 50 to be able to go live. So we need your help.
We're on our way.
We need the help. Look, right here. It's in the bio. All you have to do is click the links, and it's right there, the bottom one. It'll whatever. If you can't see it now, there it is. The bottom link. Just click the link, hit follow, subscribe. Send it to all the Mets fans because this is going to be an ongoing thing. Like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we want to try to be more interactive with the fan base. The thing that we noticed and why we started doing this was because there's a lot of great Mets pages out there that we follow. Brady follows. I'm sure all you guys follow. But we're trying to do something different where we have the group chat. We're constantly interacting with people.
That group chat is crazy.
We're agreeing. We're arguing. So it's great. It's a lot of fun. So like I said, just go to the Shea Les. It's in the bio, the link. Just click the YouTube, follow, and subscribe. That's all you got to do. It's free. So
it's a giveaway.
8:05 now.
Giveaway time. Let's do it.
We could run the giveaway. Let me see if I could. I just want to make sure you guys could see the wheel. Is it good on you?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Yeah,
so
we're good.
Shuffle it. Let me know when to spin it.
Good luck, guys. Let's go Mets, baby. Come on.
Lou, let me know when to stop shuffling and spin.
Now. Good luck,
All right, here we go.
guys.
Good
Good
luck,
luck. Good luck. Good
everybody.
luck. Who's gonna win the giveaway?
The first giveaway. This is our first giveaway.
First
ever.
giveaway. Shout out to the first winner.
Daniel.
Da-
See if Daniel's here.
Daniel, give us a thumbs up in the chat. Dan, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're here.
I definitely spelled his name wrong.
Classic.
Nah, I don't think so. Is Daniel here? We'll give him, what's 8:07? You want to give him 8:08?
Give him a minute, and then we'll run it back.
Wow. First giveaway, and we're going to have to respin, it looks like.
Nothing wrong with that. It happens.
Unless,
Down, Daniel.
Unless Daniel pulls the last second maneuver here. He gone.
All right, go ahead, Vin. Respin.
All right, here we go. I'm going to shuffle it up. Lou, let me know when.
All right. And go.
Watch it hit Mike this time.
No shot.
Oh, my God. It's going to be James. Wow.
There you go, James.
The first giveaway goes to James Baerga.
James Baerga. Very nice, James.
James, are you here?
James, just to clarify, are you here? Obviously not. James? Imagine he's not here. Respin!
Oh, there he is.
There you go. Oh, clap it up for James.
He's
James
here.
with the first dub. W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
Not it. All right. So James is the first official winner of the giveaway.
There we go.
We'll see what James wants.
You know what we have to do before we get off?
Rerun the giveaway?
No. You got to get some Mets stuff back there, bro.
I know. Well, I have Piazza's up there.
All right. I just saved you shipping. I went
You know
Mike's.
who that is?
I can't. Is that Moises Alou?
No.
Oh, who is? I can't see.
Probably the most random player you'll ever name as a signed pitcher.
I can't tell. Is that
Nick
Melvin
Swisher.
Mora?
Nick Swisher.
Oh, I couldn't tell who it was.
All right, so James, what do you want as the giveaway? You could have the John Franco signed ball. You could have the watch, which you'll never wear. You could have the City Field painted ball. James should be a stud and
Wilson
tell us to rerun the giveaway.
James be like, do it for the hobby. Rerun it. Classic James left.
Let's remove James's name from the wheel.
You mean here?
He,
Bueller?
He's ringing my bell.
Bueller? All right, James, did you pick?
Mike said, what should we choose? And then obviously whatever James doesn't pick, those three will be in the giveaway for next week, and we'll add something else.
Yeah.
I know you said you had some Mets cards that we could run.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, God, there's Mark.
My brother?
Yeah, he's SI Sports Club, right?
I don't see him in here.
He wrote.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah. There he is. City Field ball.
City Field ball. Okay.
Good choice.
Right, so James gets.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Custom ball. We'll take the ball. All right, there you go, James. That is yours. And guys, one more time, if you're just joining, the bigger thing is obviously, we appreciate everybody who follows, everybody that stops in. Please, if you can, subscribe to the YouTube. We have 16 people in here right now. It's free to do. We want, like I said, we want to start going live on YouTube, be able to upload videos, to interact with the comments and everything. It's right. The link is right in the bio. Mark, we appreciate if you do it too. All you have to do is go to the bio, click the links, and it's right here. The bottom link is YouTube. All you have to do is follow and subscribe. We appreciate anybody that does it for the help. Like I said, it's just another platform that we'll be able to interact on, and it's much easier for us to record on there and then be able to upload these episodes right onto YouTube. So anybody who could do that is much appreciated. And keep sharing our pages, guys. If anybody wants in the group chat or the Discord, I'll put the Discord link in the bio too. Any Mets fans that you know, share the link, get them in the Discord. Because the Discord, we talked about it. The great thing about the Discord is I want to during the season, during games, randomly, you don't even have to be in there the whole game. It has that voice channel.
Yeah, the voice channel is awesome.
Could pop in and out of big moments, frustrating moments, and we'll be able to really interact with more fans that way.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that's a really cool option for us.
Mike, before we get off, Mike, closing comment in the chat from Mike Baerga. Closing comment.
Any hot takes, Mike?
Any hot takes before we get started with spring training?
I'm gonna actually before we get off, I'm gonna add the Discord link in my bio also.
Shout out to whoever's hitting the hot button. You're epic.
He's such an idiot.
iPhone 10 have the voice thing.
Add external link. So I'm actually gonna title it. I didn't realize we could do this
For the Discord?
Yeah, for all of them.
Awesome.
So guys, it's very simple. The Discord is in our bio now, and the YouTube, the YouTube is in the bio now. So, like I said, I see Jeff, Danny, Lake, guys. Our links are in the bio. So please, anybody who could subscribe or join the Discord, we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. We're looking forward to it.
And if you guys ever post about the Mets on your story and you tag me and Vin, Shea Less and Stan Sports Clubs, we'll make sure we share it out on our pages to give you guys a shout out. So make sure
definitely
continue to share out our page. Let's continue to grow, and we're looking forward to a great season with you guys. Let's keep it going.
And we're looking forward to some really cool things too. That if they come, full circle, if they come to fruition, keep your fingers crossed because.
Mets, Mark.
One of the really cool guys that I had met through baseball, Nelson Figueroa, possibly is going to go live with us. And one of our favorites growing up is Jose Reyes. We're trying to get Jose Reyes live with us. We spoke to him, and it seems like it's a very real possibility, which would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
So. Guys, like Lou said, tag us in posts. We'll repost you. We'll shout you out. Appreciate you, Dom. Let's have 1,000. That'd be epic, Mike.
That'd be epic.
That's the goal. We're trying to get there. That'd be insane. We're trying. So yeah, share us.
Thank you, Dom.
Share us on your stories. Share the YouTube. You guys are more than welcome to share the Discord. It's not like we have to invite you. Just put the Discord on your story. Put the link and. Everybody's welcome. You have anything else you want to say before we hop off, Lou?
No, good. Great first live. Like you said, we'll figure out a way to clip it and cut it. And thank you for everybody to join. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Another giveaway will be posted, so stay tuned. Let's go Mets, baby.
Definitely. Appreciate you guys.